So let me take a pause and lay back and wait until the market goes up.
Oh, you're gonna make me cry.
The whole situation with timepiece gentlemen.
Good morning, sir. A store in Spain?
A store in Spain? No. I have a store in Miami, and that's more than enough.
Oh, that will be a problem because my client, he was thinking that you also have a store in Spain and he's looking for some couple watches he wants to invest in. He checked your Instagram page and all this kind of beautiful, funny videos that you have, and he's looking for some brands of Patek Philippe, Piaget, and Rolex.
Okay.
And I doesn't know now how we can do this because my client, he cannot come to America, to Miami or Florida, where you are located.
I understand that, but there's a fake page going on with no followers. My page has 400 and something thousand followers, and my number is from the U.S. So if you see a number from anywhere else other than U.S., it's a fake page. You know, there's always bad people.
No, we doesn't. How we can do this, please? If we can go make some deals with each other, this would be best for us. But we have to find a little solution how we can conclude this deal.
Yeah, I've been offered many times. People wanted to buy watches, but I don't travel with merchandise due to the security of the business. So if your friend can't travel, the way you could do it, you could wire the money from Spain or from any other country that I accept, and then he could hire somebody to come and pick up the watches himself.
So I think if we can do this, please, I prefer this. So if my client, we can also pay in cash the watches.
And what do I do with the cash in another country?
Maybe we can send a partner, but you doesn't have to bring any of watches with you because it will be best for your security also, and also the security for my client. Don't bring none of these watches. Only come here with your catalog. Tell us exactly which kind of Patek Philippe, Rolex, Jakobsco maybe you have, what kind of brand, what your stock have about these watches. We speak about this, then we make the deal in Miami, so he can, the partner for us, he can pick up the watches, and then he can bring us to my client.
Yes, I understand, but why would I need to go to Spain to show you a catalog when we could connect through WhatsApp?
So we have first of all to meet you and to see you face to face, to speak, listen, I'm gonna give my partner or I'm gonna give you the money, and so it's a trust person, you can give it to my partner because don't want you to come with watches.
No, but listen, I'm not gonna go with watches or without watches. It doesn't make any sense for me to leave my business here just to go meet a client that is gonna buy $1 million or $2 million in watches. And person to person, he has to get in a plane and come meet me here in Miami. I'm too busy with a lot of work for me to go over there. First thing that you gotta arrange is the form of payment. That's a big deal. Cash, cash, it has to be reported, okay? Because I can't take cash in any other country, bring it to the airport, and put it here in the bank. I will go to jail. It's called money laundering. You can't do that.
Maybe we can pay in Bitcoin or something else.
Oh, I'll take Bitcoin as a form of payment. Yes, we could take Bitcoin as a form of payment. And I'm gonna tell you here's how that works. Or WhatsApp, and I'm gonna show you my page on Instagram, which is CRM Jewelers. And here you could show him also my page on YouTube, where you could see my whole entire family, my whole staff, my whole store, and my daily day-to-day operation. Let me explain to you, my man, please. And then you can see.
Are you from Italy, please?
No, I'm from Cuba.
Oh, you're from Cuba. I was thinking you was from Italy because the accent is like
Italy.
Italy.
So I'll show you the watches. You show to your client. I have many Pateks and I have contacts and I have dealers from all over the world where I could find any piece that I want. So I show you the pieces. We agree on the prices. You tell me form of payment. And then we go from there. There's no need for me to go anywhere. I can't leave my store to try to make a sale in another country. It doesn't make any sense for me, my brother.
Yes, but if it's possible, if my client can pay bitcoins, we're talking about 5 million or 2-3 million. I doesn't know what he's looking for. Okay, he wants to buy a bottom of watches of you.
Because I'm not gonna do that. It's not gonna happen.
Okay, let me check it with my clients. Okay, and I'm gonna come back to you. Okay.
Okay, come back to me. You got it, brother. For me to travel to a country to sell $5 million to a guy in Spain who he wants to pay cash, that's some fishy deal. I'm not doing that. It might be real, but I'm not risking myself.
Could you get that done in like a, like in 3 weeks, 2-3 weeks, or no?
Usually the lead time is about 3 to 4 weeks. If you like to rush the order, they charge $250 to have it done in 10 business days or less.
Okay.
So that is an option.
So if I want like 18 karat rose gold, and if I give you the price, like say for example, I wanted a certain, I don't want it to be too loose on my wrist, and I have jewelers over here that I deal with, and I gotta tell you, I'm not very happy with the jewelers, the jewelers over here. So I've seen like your videos on how you make stuff, but I like the rose gold, the hue that it has to it, the rose gold that you guys have, that you make.
Yes, sir.
If you could make it for me, then I'll rush the order. You give me the watch and that at the same time.
Oh, okay. So what are the specs that you want so I can have Sandy give me a quote?
So so I don't know the width of it because I'm looking on your website and it starts from 7 millimeters and it goes all the way to like 20. I don't think it's anything bigger than like 10 millimeters. I mean it's like it's a little bit more than half a penny. I mean I can take a picture and I can send it to you, but
Okay, can you do this? Can you take a picture of it on top of a penny? Like flush it to one side, put the edge of the bracelet to the edge of the penny, so then I can get more or less an idea, a reference point. You could text it to me. They have their form to it. I don't change their form too much because then it takes away from the look of it, and then it's not that traditional Miami Cuban link. On the bracelets though, they do file one side flat, the side that lays on your wrist goes flat, and then the other side has a little bit of curve to it. I actually have 2 rose gold 18 karat bracelets in stock right now. I can send you a picture of as well so you can get an idea of what they look like and how one side is flat and one side is curved. I got you. For sure by the end of today, you'll have an answer.
Thank you, guys. Bye.
No problem.
So actually we have a new package for you here.
Whoa!
Oh, no, where's he going with it? Because it's so fake coming out of here. Yeah, I see now.
You see it? Two-tone stainless. Mom, go get it. All right. Do you know what this is? Try one. Put one in your mouth. Put one in your mouth. It really tastes like a Cheeto. Put it in your mouth for real.
I'm not gonna put it in my. Who knows what that
It melts in your mouth and it tastes like a white cheddar Cheeto.
What was that commercial?
Taste it.
Melts in your mouth, not in your head, right?
Yeah,
What was
that's
that?
50 cents.
No,
M&M's.
M&M's, that's right.
Here, taste one. Taste one.
It's salty.
So forever and ever and ever, my uncle and my aunts, Sandy, Betty, Dan here, have always told me that you have to have a notebook and you have to write things down. That one thing that most successful people have in common is not a to-do list, but a notepad, a notebook. And that notebook is like what they lived by. And I'm trying to build my routines. You like this watch?
Yeah, so cool.
For real?
All the green stuff, like the John Mayer Daytona, the olive green one.
Caso cerrado. Case closed.
Extend that arm.
11, 12. See it?
Yellow gold Daytona.
Es de uno, pero no se encuentra todos los días, pero ya.
It has a very good material, very good, very well done. That's our logo, so how we designed it.
CRM Julius, good morning. Hello.
Hi, Carlos. Question. I heard that your guys' Instagram at one point was closed, and you guys reopened it, like disabled, or no?
My account, yeah, it's been disabled like 2 times.
My account was disabled. I basically sent so many forms. They're not replying. I have 2 accounts they blocked.
It's crazy and it's so sad that other jewelers or other people would
Yeah,
pay.
there's a lot of competitive haters out
Man,
there.
I wouldn't call that competitive. Competition is actually good. Hating is really bad. So, you know how many times that people tell me, Carlos, you know, I could bring anybody down, and I would never do that. I would never do that because karma is a bitch.
Right.
But I'll give you a number. Do you have my cell phone number?
I like your work, man.
Thank you.
One day, hopefully, I'll do business with you.
Thank you. Whenever you want, my man. I'm gonna send out my friend right now a text, and I'm gonna tell him.
Thank you, Carlos. I appreciate it.
You got it, my friend. Hope you get it back quick.
Bye.
CRM Julius, good morning.
Hey, good morning. How you doing, man? Quick question. I need to get a Hulk. I'm looking for Boston papers, preferably something that's, the newer the better. It's for a gift for somebody. So
You're gonna be looking around $32,000.
that's the best price, my friend. I'm not trying to go back and forth. Obviously I know your stuff is real. That's why I'm calling you.
Listen, I'm in the same. I'm same as you. I don't like to go back and forth. I give you around the same best price from the get-go. I don't have one, but I just sold one on Friday for $32,000. Like new condition, boxing papers, the latest model. That's what they're going for, man.
Okay. All right. Thank you, sir. I'm not gonna waste your time. I'll talk to you soon.
Not waste your time. Whenever you want, call me. My name is Carlos.
Thank you, bro.
Sorry, guys. I'm in that monkey diet, eating fruits only. I need that 6-pack for the summer. Reputation is everything. You want to trust somebody, you know? People that you deal with, you want to make sure that they're going to be there. You know, you're not thinking, oh, these guys are going to disappear now. Where you guys from?
We're from New York, but we live in Virginia now.
How's the beach over there?
It's funny, when you live there, you don't never,
We never go.
You want me to tell you something? I haven't gone to Miami Beach on the sand for, I don't know how long, years, probably 20 years.
right.
You know, I go on the boat, but the actual beach, you know, I don't.
How often are you on your boat? You talk about that a lot.
Oh man, I try to be on my boat every weekend, man. I feel at peace when I'm on my boat, you know. It's just, even if I do it by myself, I like it, you know.
Right.
It's crazy. The YouTube, the WhatsApp, my message from WhatsApp, the DMs, the amount it gets to me. It's like every time I look at my phone, 1,000 messages, you know. Sometimes you don't answer fast enough, and people is like, look at that.
How do you filter? Do you got
58, 114, 200 messages. It's like, you can't keep up. And sometimes you don't answer fast enough. You're like, oh, you're getting too big. You don't want to answer me. I'm like, oh, please.
Control the tempo of your life.
Yeah, man. For me and the boat, it's like I'm at peace, you know. Go with the wife to enjoy the amazing view, the Miami skyline. You know what I mean? And that's it, you know. It's not that easy, you know, take the boat out. You know, I have 3 daughters at home. My son Charlie, the wife. We get the whole gang ready. It's a process. By the time I get them ready, the freaking tide went down. I flew out. So my jet ski, and now I'm not gonna sell it because the tide goes down. I still go on the jet ski. You know, like, right out. Kids are screaming. I'll be back.
Got the plastic on
He
it.
wears with the plastic. Smart guy. I would. You bought it at retail? Boy, you sold one for $250. Yeah, they're green.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Told you.
I don't know. I don't. Listen.
Told you.
What was the retail?
34?
If I was my man, I'll sell that shit right now. 250. Here you go.
I don't want to mess up the relationship.
Man, you lost our friendship right now. How things are now, 200,000, man.
There'll be another piece though. That's why he's smart. There'll be another piece, KD.
What's your favorite watch?
When I was young and I started the watch business, you know, I liked the Rolex all gold. And then I went to the diamond era, you know, big chain, you know, the Richard Mille, and then the Patek bust down, and then that kind of like died out. For me now, it's like watches, the only people know about watches, you know what I'm wearing. You know what I'm saying? If you know, you know. Now it's like, I don't care about wearing something that flashy because I'm not single anymore with a wife. You know, before I used to wear a watch, you know, kind of like you used to shut everybody down, bam, you know. Now it's like I wear a watch, then people that know be like, whoa, you know, that leather band right there, you know, it's, you know, I'm more into the movement and the craftsmanship of the watch, you know. I'm not about the flashing. It's so Patek on a strap. You'll get here one day, but yeah, that's beautiful.
That is beautiful.
So Patek is very subtle, you know, when that's just what they do. They put a little diamond to let you know that it's all platinum on the case. Wow. Like, what the hell is that? It's just a nice leather band watch and that's it. 300 grand. You know, this is a badass watch. 5980, you know. Worth 350,000 when it gets discontinued. I know it's gonna go to 500 real quick, you know.
How many people actually come in though to purchase at those numbers?
It's like what I was telling you. When they first come out, everybody goes crazy because they want it. For me, that's the time to sell it. He has a, what is it? 50, it's a 59, no, it's a 5712.
Okay.
Factory, that comes factory like that. Factory bezel.
But we don't have the band, we don't have the bracelet, do we?
That watch comes on a strap and it also comes on a bracelet. But you can't.
So I'm seeing Scott, so is the Scott Dollar now coming with a Jubilee? Because I've seen it on the Jubilee. I always go back and forth with the presidential, the 41. I had the opportunity to get a 40, but it felt light. It didn't feel the same like as the 41. It's like less gold and everything, like the production of it.
The day you're ready to give it a detail, send it to me or give it to somebody that know what they're doing, so you don't ruin. Huh?
Okay, because you can mess it up by.
Very easy.
Okay.
They don't know what they're doing. They're around the edges, and that's how they kill the watch. You gotta know what you're doing. I told people I'd rather buy a watch that is not polished and it's all scratched up than a watch with a bad polish. Let me see. Let me clean it real quick with some solution that I have. See, you got a little ding here that's got to be welded on. Okay. And then refill and then correct it again. Well, the watch is in good condition, man.
No, you're like, wait, you're super tall too. This is not fair. Do I have a face that I'm tough? Honest. Really? But you're supposed to be on my side, not his. Yeah, they were flirting here with trying to flirt. They didn't actually get to. They were Willie, and then Willie was standing there. And I come, they don't know my relationship with Willie. And I go next to Willie, and I'm like, honey, what are you gonna eat, baby?
Oh man, happy birthday, brother. Let me get you some Cuban coffee. You guys want some Cuban coffee?
Yeah.
Y'all ready?
Yeah.
You never had Cuban coffee before?
No.
Well, thank you guys for the support and welcome to Miami.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
My God.
Happy birthday, bud.
There we go.
Oh, that's pretty.
Oh, and you were scared.
I don't drink coffee at all. Oh, I can drink this. Oh. When I see how the video takes it, I'm like, yeah, I ain't drinking that shit. That shit was actually good.
Better than Starbucks.
Coming, my brother. Thank you, man.
Man, it was a pleasure, man. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you, patient. Whatever.
It sounds good.
From the beginning that you said that, this means a lot to me. I hate when people come and tell me, my mom gave me this watch and I want to sell it. You know what I tell them? You know what I tell them? I don't buy it. You should rock in hell.
This watch is the first watch my parents bought after they opened up their restaurant. They became, more successful. That's the first watch.
How long you had the watch?
She had it for more than 30 years, I think.
Have you ever done a service to it?
I'm not sure.
It sounds like, here.
Crickety? Yeah.
I don't make money in overhauls because I charge whatever my watchmaker charges me. But I recommend if you're gonna give it to her,
I trust you guys.
Do a service on the movement.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna
redo the bracelet.
We're gonna redo the bracelet completely, and we're gonna record the process, and it's gonna
Do
be
whatever you need
in
to
one
do.
of our YouTube videos. The process of restoring this exact watch.
Do whatever you need to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to my followers. I know it's not professional to have lunch here while you take care of the customers, but we have to stay here. We don't have that.
Luxury.
Where you from, my friend?
I'm from LA.
LA.
I'm here to see a friend.
Nice. Refurbish the band and detail the watch. So when you give it to her, it will be like in perfect condition.
Thank you.
Okay.
310.
It's my mom's watch that she's had it for many years. I don't think she's ever gotten it serviced before. As you know, the old style Presley, it's the band gets loose. I saw a video that you did with one of your contractors that does refurbishing the bracelets. Okay. I was astounded by how great it looks. I want to do the same thing for my mom's watch, and if you guys do an overhaul, cleaning, buffing, just a complete works.
Make it new again.
Yeah.
When the bezels come, the fluid bezels come from factory, they have very sharp edges. Yeah. So what they do is they pretty much refill it in.
Oh yeah.
And then they recut it.
Recut it, so it could be sharp, because once it's polished, it rounds it up.
Yeah, I'll send you some pictures. Let me know if you could do it, because the guy saw you on the YouTube with me, and he loved the job, so he just wants to make his mama's watch new again.
Alright, sounds good. I'll definitely take a look at it, yeah.
You got it, my man.
All right, thanks, Rich. Bye. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Let me, yeah, usually I tell people it's not worth doing it on this, but like if it's sentimental value, it's definitely worth it.
Thank you, Charlie. No problem. I'm out here.
Special delivery. And the man.
This one's mine.
Yeah, so it's peanut butter. It's the mango.
So,
The best right here on the corner, my man.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
Smoothie spot.
smallest
It's the
part,
mango.
see?
Mango con
My
piña.
older clients should learn. This guy comes, buys a watch, and brings me, look.
Shows love all day, every day.
Oh my god, it's so good.
And this is mango what? Mango.
And we didn't have to ask. He did it on himself. Oh, what time? I can buy you some coffee, man. They closed already. Next, I call it Cuban cocaine. Oh wow. Oh dude, this is beautiful.
And is this one that dropped a little bit because of what's going on right now?
Yeah, the thing is they got really crazy at one point, but I never moved it at that crazy price. So it's like, yeah, it went up, but did it really go up, or did it stay the same?
Yeah.
So,
It doesn't make sense for me to buy a new Rolex because the minute I wear it out of the store, it's pre-owned.
correct. So I only tell people get it on worn if the prices make sense.
Yeah.
Right. So if it's $500 more,
Then it's worth it.
$1,000 more. Okay, yeah, it depends. How much do you care about it? To me, same meal is $500, and we'll go out to a nice dinner.
Yeah. About this is the open back. That was part of the reason I got that watch.
Very nice.
So obviously, oh my god, blue's my favorite color.
Nice.
16,000. Is that final price?
Cash or what?
What's the millimeter on this?
40. Remember, your watch is what you mainly pay attention to because that's what costed you all that money. So you're very careful with that.
Of course.
I know people who get their Rolex boxes and they throw them away. Yeah, we have a client of ours who buys a watch from us, and we keep all the box of papers here because every time we give him the box of papers, he throws it away.
Smart.
So he's like, yo, just leave it here for me because I'm gonna sell it back to you anyways.
I got a Movado when I was like 7 or 8 years old, and that's what started it. And then
Yeah.
I just I got into it, and to graduation I got a Tag Heuer, and then I bought myself this one a couple of weeks ago, and then this is the next step. This is absolutely beautiful.
Did I tell you I got a clock? I got a Yachtmaster rose gold, like 12-inch clock for my wall. It's really cool.
I have a couple in the back there.
Yeah, it's
I have
really
the
cool.
Batmans, some
Yeah.
others.
Dan doesn't wear watches. I went out and I got him a watch, a discreet watch. You ready for it? You know, I'm tired of you not wearing a watch.
Oh man, no.
So I went out, out of my way and got you a special watch for you laughing. The new look, man. If you're tired of your wristwatch, then we got Movado's neck watches. Oh, actually, looking at your phone is gonna be a lot more comfortable. Let me see how it looks. It's a gift from me to him.
Hey,
I'm always telling him to wear a wristwatch. He doesn't wear a wristwatch. Boom.
Boom.
No, they're all
On our next video,
all destroyed.
ask us who wants to see Dan as a model back in the days when he was early 20s.
I got rid of the pictures.
Hold on.
There you go. We have it.
Solo vive el momento conmigo, mi amor. No le pare, no le pare, no le pare ya. No le pare, no le pare, no le pare ya. ¿Cómo te lo explico? Siento que tu abrazo me protege contra el frío. Cuando estás conmigo, cuando estoy contigo, yo siento que nos unió el destino.
Thank you. I'll see you tomorrow.
Porque a mi hija no le gusta que le tome fotos.
No le pare, no le pare, no le pare ya. No le pare, no le pare, no le pare ya. No le pare.
Looking for the Batman.
Clark, I found one pre-owned 2016 with the card and box, 21,000.
21.
Yeah, the 2022 is gonna be up there, man. 25, 26,000, something like that.
Got it. No, that's not too bad.
Yeah, it's not bad, man. It will be like new condition. So let me know if you want to make it happen.
Okay. All right. Thank you for
You
the
got,
phone call.
you got it, my friend.
Morning, man. Sit.
He comes carrying gifts.
Oh, man.
Whoa. Oh, that's for me. The wine girl.
You had me a bottle.
Oh shit, this is good stuff, man.
That's
You really know about tequila.
Oh yeah?
Bueno, one of favorites. One of Charlie's favorites.
It's one of the best for real. Yeah. Wow.
Awesome, brother. Thank you, man.
Yeah, not anytime. Whatever you guys
Thank you, man.
Yeah,
Just let me know.
I knew that tequila was gonna be right there.
Oh, you know, listen, I don't drink regular tequila. I drink Casamigo, Casa Azul, and this is one of the best.
But I actually have something else for you guys.
Oh yeah?
Yes. So.
Yeah, the girls get something.
Maybe I want
I've been
it.
following you guys. I've been
Huh?
following you guys for a long time. And I like the fact, and one thing that I can relate to is you guys came from nothing.
From zero.
Worked your way up. My family's the same thing.
I was 0.1.
My family.
Hopefully we're hoping on that e-commerce. We're hoping on
I
that
like that, you know what
e-commerce.
Carlos said yesterday, and I really liked it. He said we came here with one hand here, one hand here,
It's
like
true.
we didn't have nothing else.
Yeah.
Now we have it a little bit higher. You know?
My family came here with nothing from Cuba. My grandfather, my grandmother started with absolutely nothing. And he gave my family to have the opportunity to be in the position I'm at now. So, in honor of my grandfather, his military service, and my whole family being in law enforcement, last year I spent some time for the holidays and I made a challenge coin for my family. So, in appreciation for doing business with me.
Oh, man. Thank you.
And for the hard work that you guys put in, because you guys hustle. You guys get a challenge coin too. And here's some other additional ones.
Yes,
That's
Willie,
not-
come in.
But this was actually, I designed this myself, and we only give these in my family to people that are actually important and that we relate to. So it's all about liberty, freedom, and hard work.
Él hace eso como para su familia, como.
Yeah, that is our actual family crest right there.
Ah, perfecto. Y, sí, y entonces él nos dio a nosotros como
Man,
también.
hell yeah.
You guys work hard.
Hell yeah,
Thank
man.
you.
I can relate to that.
Thank you so much.
That's so cool.
Dame más la bebida.
Yeah, my grandpa was actually in the Bay of Pigs. So.
Really?
Yeah, the Bay of Pigs.
Wow, man.
So I designed that in honor of his name, and I gave one to everybody in my family. And the goal is to anybody that we know, that we care about, family members, children, to actually pass that down to generations.
Oh, really? That is so cool.
That's so cool.
What a great idea.
So yeah, hold on to it, friends.
That's Betty. Betty is the one that is doing all the, like when I spoke
Well, it's mine, no? What the heck?
Ours, bro.
No, man. Excuse me. This is for me, right?
Yeah, for you, for all of you, whatever.
If
If you need more, we have 20,000 different bottles.
Let me
of
taste
wine
it. Come on,
and
it's
spirits.
early.
It's good. Yeah, it tastes good. That's super soft.
Don't we like ruin it by tasting it out of the mouth?
No, I'm gonna put it in a little thingy.
It's super soft.
Oh my god, this is amazing. It goes very smooth.
How do you get out?
I discovered that
I already put enough for you, son. You gotta be drunk. It's very good. It's very good. I like it. Thank you so much. Whose bottle? This is mine now.
Charlie.
Charlie, thank you.
Your tea.
I love you.
The bottle.
So good.
So this is actually my family crest, and I appreciate you guys doing business with me, and I relate to your story.
Thank you.
And look, it's in honor of his your grandfather, you said, right?
Yes, uncles were in law enforcement. I was formerly in law enforcement, so we're all military law enforcement. My grandfather was actually painting.
I made another.
So we have the wings.
As a for the pilot.
Signifying that he's a pilot.
Okay.
And then the swords signifying that he was a warrior and fought for freedom.
Nice.
So.
My collection of gifts that people give me.
Netherlands.
Where is it?
Netherlands.
Netherlands.
Nice. Nice to meet you.
Amsterdam.
They just with the president band in gold.
What?
That's all I have in 31. I can source other things.
Two-tone. No date.
Two-tone, no date. Okay.
I'm out.
No date. Me imagino que es un Oyster Perpetual de 2 tonos en Correa Jubilee or Oyster mid-size. No tiene nada de eso. So my guy who specializes in like older watches like that told me it's an extremely rare watch.
Oh shit.
He goes, it's not an expensive watch. They just made very little of them.
Yeah.
He said, if you want it with date, I can get you a whole bunch of them. Without date, it's very hard to find. So,
Special taste.
yeah, let me make another phone call. Cool, that's very cool. And I love how over there most people don't drive. Like it's either bicycle, walking, little scooters, or small cars, very small cars, like the Mini Coopers and the Fiats over there.
She loves the Mini Cooper.
Yeah, I used to have a Fiat. I had the Fiat Abarth, the 500.
Oh yeah. The small 500, Fiat 500.
Yeah,
Oh,
and then people here were like, why do you drive that little car? And then Europeans will come and like, this car is so cool. 67243. It's a Oyster Perpetual. So no date two-tone, mid-size. Nope. I love you, thank you. Alright, yeah, just give me a call and I'll go by.
Here, if you find one, you can ship it if she likes it.
There's no crocodiles out there, huh?
No.
Crazy looking
No.
things. Soon, with the inflation, the colado will no longer be $1.50. I'm not excited about these $5 colados coming soon. It's nothing. It's very cheap.
small. Yeah, it's like a small gesture.
Yeah, it's a small gesture. I don't know if you guys are big on coffee or not.
Yeah.
I know that
I am.
the coffee shops in Amsterdam.
Yeah.
2 different types of coffee shops, but cheers. Cheers. How do you say cheers in Dutch?
Proost.
Prost. Oh, it's like German?
A little bit.
Almost.
Oh,
Yeah.
bit.
Prost.
Proost.
You don't drink it all the way because it's kind of hot, but
Oh, nice.
it's good, huh?
Sweet as well.
Yeah. So, yeah, Cuban's like a lot of fattening things. Sugar, grease, all that.
Nice.
You talk with the people,
Yeah.
you conversate, you wake them up in the morning.
Yeah.
So it's a little different. Huh?
Next time when we with the kids.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for coming here.
Thank you very much for your time.
Whoa, 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 slow. Is it your brother? Suavecito, suavecito. ¿Te gusta tu baby brother? ¿Sí?
Baby.
Regalo.
Whoa.
Wow. Oh my god. Oh, you're gonna make me cry. It felt good the first time. It feels double the good the second one, to the point that that's the way I look. I've been taking care of the baby like in the morning, because Jenny had a C-section, so it was not easy. But I was crying like a dumb grandma in the car by myself because of the pandemic. They would not let me in. So my daughters told me to stay on their house, but obviously I didn't. So because she's a C-section, so I went to the hospital and I stayed there since 4 o'clock in the morning until he was born, like at 11. So I was crying by myself in the car. It was bad, but I'm the happiest person in the world now. With my baby Calvin and my baby Jade. So.
Hey, this is Carlos.
Yes, it is.
Hey, Carlos, I have a question, brother. I'm looking for a sub stainless steel.
40 millimeter or 41?
I mean, it doesn't matter. I can get both 40 or 41.
Right. There's a little difference on the prices. Like a 41 is going to be around 19,000, and then the 40 is going to be around 14,500 to 15,000. A no-day sub, I could do 17,000. 41, brand new.
Brand new?
Yes.
Papers and everything?
New 2022, full set.
I play baseball.
Okay.
And then, I'm thinking to get something nice,
Like I always tell everybody, I would definitely have a Rolex Submariner in my collection. I won't have a Datejust, but I will have a Rolex Submariner. It's just my opinion, okay? And that's a great watch. That's a watch that you could wear for everything. You could go to the beach, you could go to the pool, you could wear it in a daily, casual, however. You could even freaking play baseball with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. For me, that's, it's the best right now. So.
You told me, Carlos, I want to do it. You do a wire for the amount that I told you, the 17, and I will include the shipping, and I'll ship it to you, California, address, wherever you want. You receive it there. If you're not happy, you send it back. I refund your money. Now, you come in May, you buy the watch here, you have to pay Florida taxes. 7%, you have to add that. That's something that is up to you, okay? Right? It's actually the best way for you. You're going to save some money. And then we go from there. It's very easy to do business with me, my friend. Let's say you do a wire today before 4 o'clock, the money shows in my account. Tomorrow, I'm shipping the watch to you next day, so it means you have it on Wednesday on your doorsteps, okay?
Sounds good, brother. Sounds good, man.
All right?
Okay.
Text me,
let me
process it, and let me know, okay?
Okay, I will, brother. Thank you so much.
You got it, my friend, man. Thank you, man. Bye-bye.
Like, oh yeah, it's fake. I know it's fake, but what was off about it?
They got the materials pretty close.
Yeah, the materials are pretty close. Okay, so how that Daytona came in, and my friend goes, hey, somebody owes me some money, he wants to pay me with this. Well, that's the first sign, because it's a Daytona, so the retail is very low and the resale is very high compared to the market value. So already that they want to pay him with Daytona, it's like a kind of a red flag, because most of the time that I've seen fake Daytonas is like, oh yeah, somebody owes me money, they're paying me with this Daytona. Remember, when you're making the fakes, they're not going to fake that super clone of a copy of a Datejust. Why? Because it might cost you $2,000 to make the fake, and then when you sell it for $8,000. But if it costs you $2,000 to make the fake and you sell it for $40,000, right, I mean, it's definitely worth it. So that's why they do those super clones on models that have a high resale. So as soon as I picked up the watch, I noticed the dial had a blue tone to it, like almost like if you wore jeans on a white couch. You know what I mean? It had like a hint of blue to it. So I was like, this is strange. And then the bezel looked a little bit funny. But I've seen errors in Rolexes before, so while yes, that's an immediate red flag, and I'm like, yeah, I won't purchase this. I hate telling people, hey, yeah, your watch is fake if I'm not 2,000% sure, because, you know what I mean, I just feel bad. Like, especially people tell me all the time, hey, can you tell me if my watch is fake or real, like on the street? I'm a lot better telling it in my store. Not because I can't tell you yes or no on the street. It's more of like, I don't want to embarrass you. Like, hey, yeah, what do you think about my watch? It looks exactly like a real one. No, it really doesn't. That's why I like to open them, break them down, and see every little detail on it, just to learn about it.
Well, do you guys take Bitcoin payment?
Yeah, of course I do. So I've been taking Bitcoin. I've been taking Bitcoin since 2017.
So how do you hedge the volatility?
So BitPay locks in the price, current market, for 15 minutes. They charge a 1% fee. As soon as you send them the cryptocurrency, they send me a wire transfer.
And then do you hold the Bitcoin or do you?
I get a wire transfer.
They get dollars.
Okay.
That's the thing right now is it's no Bitcoin to Bitcoin or Bitcoin to physical assets. It's Bitcoin.
So much volatility in crypto and so little profit margin in watches that if I was selling pens that I was making a 400-500% markup on a pen that costs you 2 cents and you sell it for $10, then yeah, it would make sense. But on a watch where you're barely making 10%, you know what I mean? A 4% change in the market, and
you're broke.
Like this, you're upside down.
It's different when it's like a savings tool than when it's a day-to-day business tool.
Correct.
This one, is that the chocolate dial?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I just think the style of this is so iconic to me. It was drawn on a napkin.
By Gerald Genta. He was also the same guy who invented the Royal Oak. He designed the Royal Oak.
For Audemars, right?
Correct. And then there's a combination of both. I don't know if you've seen it before, but it's half AP, half Patek. It's called the Genta Genius.
That's gotta be rare.
It's very cool. They're not that expensive. Here, you want to try it on?
Bro, I would be honored. This is so cool. Big flex.
Looks good on you.
This compared to like the AP brick, are they like a similar comparison?
No, nowhere near.
It brings my hand down. It's not like so light. It's
because it's solid gold.
It's real. Like it feels so real. Like another watch, you can just move your hand around and not worry about it. But this thing, like you're almost conscious of like what's on your wrist. Dude, it was so cool meeting you and like trying on this watch.
Appreciate you.
Like, just coming down here, I didn't expect to run into you, but it's like test driving a car. It's like that much fun. I mean, believe it or not.
They're about the same time, maybe 1 year younger, the one on the.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking cool.
It's very hard to tell whether or not because I mean people are saying that there's some things that don't make sense, but the rest looks good. So it's like.
Because this case, you're saying you claim that this one is the original, but this is the one that's more beat up.
Of course,
beat up
that's
because-
been
oh,
through
yeah.
well, but it's the original case from that era. From that
And it's
time.
missing some screws too here in the case. I don't think that's real.
No, the case back.
I don't think that's real. But
Did they
old
put-
watches, you know, when they get bad, the movement get bad, they get this and they do it aftermarket, the wheel, the balance wheel, you know, that stuff, you know.
This thing is dirty. Is what
Yeah,
this is.
that's 1971. That's 1971 as well. But look at that fucking watch. That watch looks like it just walked out of the store. If anything, there's supposed to be a part by 1 year.
My favorite part about Ford is actually.
Yeah.
I'm going with it's real. What do you say, Charlie?
I think so too.
I say it's real too. I say it's real too.
I know what it is! Thank you, my friend. I've been waiting for a long time. DSO has been coming. Exotic right here, look.
Oh, I think I know what this is.
This is freaking cool, man.
That's for your.
From a Ferrari key. See, you put the Ferrari key in there. Come on. I don't have it here with me. Then you click it there, and there's a keychain.
In a subreddit, somebody was saying that because we showed a GP,
How do you even say Gerard Perregaux?
yeah, Gerard Perregaux, because you were taking notes, and what was the last thing? Because I forgot. That those are the same things that Anthony Ferrer did on his channel, so you were indirectly, listen to this, subliminally kind of supporting Anthony Ferrer and saying that what he was doing is not that bad. I personally don't agree with how the whole situation with Timepiece Gentlemen went and what they did. I don't agree with it ethically as a business or morally as a person. That is my view. Now, I'm not gonna let that affect what I want for these guys. I don't wish any harm on them or any other business just because they did what they did.
When we found out what happened and people were like, hey, what's your opinion on it? I don't think it's right, but I don't wish harm upon him.
So that leads us to the next topic, which is the comments comments, some of the comments, thank God there's only about maybe 2 or 3%.
Yeah, I really don't understand. And then, we were talking about it the other day, where we got in that other individuals are wishing harm on companies. And listen, I bought watches when they were cheap. I bought watches when they were expensive. I bought watches in the middle, and I'm gonna continue to buy watches because that's what I do. I have a family to feed that when the bills come, I can't tell the bills, you know what, the industry and the market is bad, so let me take a pause and lay back and wait until the market goes up. I can't do that. My kids need money. My whole entire family here.
This is one. God, I hope it crashes back to MSRP so you dealers and hoarders and all who bought at 3 times the retail price lose. So this is not only wishing the gray market dealers harm or financial loss, but also other people that actually bought the watches at market prices, which is the majority of the people because only the select few get to buy them at a retail price.
Gardo, man, think about what you said before you ride, man. Why would you want to wish that bad on people that you don't even know? Why don't you concentrate in yourself and thinking of doing something positive other than wishing other people harm?
A lot of purists believe that the real price is the retail price. And think about this. Okay, let's say you're gonna buy a stock. You don't pay the difference between assets and the liabilities, even though that's theoretically the book value, right? You pay the market price for that stock.
So what's the real price?
They say that the gold price is set by the manufacturer, and that's like law, that's like religion. They think that the price should be that way. But then, these are the same people. The lucky few, let's say those clients that have relationships with ADs forever, and they get those watches, right?
Right.
But then when they go to the market, the $15,000 watch that they got, now it's $30,000. I don't think they're complaining that when they sell it, they get $30,000.
Of course not.
But then when the dealers sell those watches at those prices, oh my God, they're evil. They're saying that the whole market has been pushed up because gray market dealers, and I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. Let's say that the watch retails for $15,000, and then an authorized dealer worked out a backdoor deal with a gray market dealer at $25,000, and then that gray market dealer sells it at $30,000. What difference would that have been if there would have been a client that would have bought it at $15,000 from the AD, and then what price do you think they're gonna sell it? At $30,000, because that's the market price. So the whole thing with manufacturers controlling the prices and setting a price that you're supposed to go by, it's more like tradition than anything else. But regardless of gray market dealers or individual consumers, there's a demand there for that watch to be at $30,000 in the market. But they blame us.
Yeah, because they think we get the watches from AD at a retail value.
They're saying that we're the ones that buy the watches and we're the ones that push up the prices. Without us, this wouldn't have happened. And I'm like, do you know that during this same time, we've had the most money printed in human history? You don't think that's related to it? No. For them, it's us, and that's why these comments, and let me read another one. These guys are even mixing religion into these comments. So I pray to the Lord that the market crashes real good. Even if the value of my AP, Daytona, Pepsi, Batman, and Hulk will be a third of the hype, I am happy because I am a watch lover and a collector, not a BS flipper. So if you buy a stock and hold it for the rest of your life, you're worthy of that investment. But you buy that stock and you sell that stock, because that's what you do with investments, right? Then you're a flipper. How about houses? How about cars? How about anything? You're buying something and selling it right away for a profit. That doesn't mean you're a bad person, but in the watch world, that's a sin. We're evil. We have to love watches and never worry about selling them.
I don't know, my opinion, and don't crucify me for it, that you're entitled to do whatever you want with your watch. Either you're a collector, either you want to buy and flip, why not? You're entitled to do whatever you want with your watch. And people say, oh, you were telling everybody your watches are an investment. Okay, I started with 5 watches, and when we have a big amount of inventory right now, for me it was an investment. Now, I'm gonna lose money at one point? Of course. What investment do you know that it goes up, 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 and never goes down? So you expect your watch always to be worth that amount of money, you never expect to go down? Then I don't know what kind of investment. If you guys could lead me to that type of investment that you put your money into and it just goes up, up, up and never goes down, I want to know. So I want to take out all my money from the watches and put it in that. What do you have to say to that?
I'm saying, I mean, that depends on anything, right? If enough people want to buy the watch because they want to wear it, at some point that creates a demand because more people want watches, right? So then the price goes up anyway. The more people hold the watch, there's less supply, right? There's more demand, so wouldn't that drive the market anyway?
You sell Porsche and vintage Porsches and all that. Do you buy them at retail when you buy them?
The market determines the price.
Not
set the price.
retail.
I don't set the price. The market determines the price.
But it always has, even for watches.
Always has, in anything, right? Baseball cards, art, whatever the case may be. I think the market is what sets the value. The market speaks. Who speaks? The consumer.
In stocks, you need what they call the flipping, because flipping means liquidity, buying and selling. Buying and selling makes the market healthier, but for watches, they don't want it to be that way. Yeah, they want you to buy them, hold them, and then the price is set by the manufacturer. That's impossible. the minute it leaves the AD, it's gonna get whatever market price it's gonna get.
Yeah, I want them to buy a watch at retail value and then know that the market is at a high price and I want them to sell it at retail value.
Sell it at retail.
I want that phone call. I want that one person that said, you know what, Carlos? I'm tired of these people buying the watches at retail and selling it over market. You know, I want to sell it to you for the same price I got it at retail.
We're still hoping for a big crash. It's time people get seriously humbled with their so-called quote-unquote investments. Time to face the music, people. Again, that whole thing with watches not being investments, anything can be investments, guys. And that was the last topic that I wanted to cover, is like, they have this view of investment that is not accurate. For example, they criticize us for not buying. Like I tell people, when the market gets really crazy, you have to use risk management. You have to manage your position. You're just not gonna go blindly and keep doing everything like a robot.
Yeah, do you buy stocks when they're really high and you know the body's gonna crash? No, you wouldn't buy it.
On the last video, we said that we're not really buying. They're saying since we're not buying, then, you know, you guys said that they were investments. Then why are you not buying them? Investments don't mean that you buy them forever. Even Warren Buffett sells his stocks. They're saying that it's crazy stuff like the watch doesn't really give you income, so it's not an investment. Neither do growth stocks. Neither does art. Neither does a bunch of other investments that don't give you income. Investment is an asset you think can appreciate in value over time. Historically, we've seen it with watches, not as high as we've seen in the last 3 years, but still we see it in certain models that they do appreciate. You can't just buy a random watch. It's not gonna go up in price more than likely, but it could be an investment.
Let's talk about pre-pandemic. What's the retail on this? Under $1,000. Let's say pre-pandemic price, it's 6-7 grand. We're still talking about before this crazy market and everything. Over this years, you wore the watch, you beat it up, and look how many Navy war veterans were like in those videos. Hey, yeah, I bought this Daytona, blah, blah. You've seen that video.
Yes. A watch like this at auction is worth about $400,000. You okay?
Read this comment. Mr. George Ramos. I hope it crashes to eliminate the great market reseller so we can all get the timepieces of our liking.
There's a lot of people that said, oh, if the prices drop, I can get a watch. Look, if you can just barely afford a watch if it goes to retail, that's not something you should be buying. You don't need a watch, really. It's a luxury item. There's a million other things you can invest in without budget.
How many times I said it here when a customer comes, he goes, oh, this is the only $70,000 that I have to buy a watch. And I told him myself, that's the only $70,000 you have to buy a watch? Why would you want to buy a watch? Who needs a watch when you can see the time on your phone in 1 second? If you only have $70,000, you only have $6,000, and you're thinking of getting a Rolex, that's your problem right there. You should think about reinvesting that money so when you have enough money, then you could buy the watch and it's not going to hurt you at whatever price. Mr. D. Williams. Hope this ridiculous inflated market drops even more. Can't wait for the investors to lose their shirts. These people right here, you know, they get exotic fashion or seeing other people doing bad. The first thing you gotta do is look at yourself and look at your inside, man. Of course. And maybe you're gonna do better. Maybe you're gonna be able to afford a watch with those comments.
And I think their biggest enemy are not gray market dealers, is their own mindset. So work on your mindset, I say, and I think you're gonna get a lot more reward from that than actually wishing us harm.
The people's mamas didn't teach them if you don't got nothing nice to say to stay quiet. My favorite quote: any fool can criticize and condemn. It takes a true person to compliment. Find something nice to say about somebody. Be that person. Somebody's an asshole to you in CVS. Maybe their mother just died and their boss forced them to work that day. Hey, thank you for your service. I appreciate you. Be the change in the world.